From the colonial era to the mid-20th century, America participated in numerous wars that shaped its destiny. These conflicts, each with its own complexities and consequences, tested the nation's resolve, redefined its identity, and left an indelible mark on the world stage. Through victory and defeat, America evolved from a fledgling nation to a global superpower. This essay delves into 4 pivotal wars that profoundly impacted America's trajectory: the American Revolution, the Civil War, World War I, and World War II. We will explore the causes of these conflicts, highlight key events, and examine their lasting impacts on American society and the world. By understanding the circumstances and consequences of these wars, we gain a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices made and the freedoms we enjoy today. Join us on this journey through history as we uncover the pivotal moments that shaped a nation. The French and Indian War, which lasted from 1754 to 1763, was a significant chapter in the larger conflict known as the 7 Years' War, and it ignited long-standing tensions between Great Britain and its American colonies, ultimately setting the stage for the American Revolution. The conflict primarily stemmed from a territorial dispute in the Ohio Valley, where both British colonists and French fur traders were eager to expand their influence and control. The war saw brutal and intense fighting between British and French forces, who often allied themselves with various Native American tribes. These alliances played crucial roles in the strategies and outcomes of many battles. The British, despite facing early setbacks and challenges, eventually gained the upper hand through a series of strategic victories, capturing key French strongholds such as Fort Quebec. The war concluded with the signing of the 1763 Treaty of Paris, which granted Britain vast new territories in North America. While the war's outcome was a significant victory for Britain, it had unintended and far-reaching consequences for its relationship with the American colonies. The enormous expenses incurred during the war led to increased taxation on the colonies, fueling widespread resentment and anger towards British rule. Additionally, the presence of a standing British army in the colonies after the war heightened anxieties and further strained relations. The seeds of revolution had been sown, and the path to American independence was set in motion. Fueled by growing discontent with British policies, the American Revolution, from 1775 to 1783, marked a turning point in American history. The Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4, 1776, boldly proclaimed the colony's separation from Great Britain and articulated the ideals of liberty, equality, and self-government. The Revolutionary War witnessed numerous pivotal battles, including the early victories at Lexington and Concord, the strategic victory at Saratoga that secured crucial foreign support, and the decisive siege of Yorktown, which effectively ended the war. The Continental Army, led by General George Washington, demonstrated unwavering resilience and determination against a more powerful British force. The Treaty of Paris in 1783 formally recognized the independence of the United States of America. The fledgling nation, founded on the principles of liberty and self-governance, embarked on a remarkable journey of westward expansion, democratic experimentation, and nation-building. The American Revolution became a beacon of hope for revolutionary movements worldwide, inspiring aspirations for freedom and self-determination. The American Civil War, a brutal and bloody conflict that tore the nation apart, erupted in 1861, marking a pivotal moment in American history. The central issue was slavery, with 11 southern states seceding from the Union to form the Confederate States of America in defense of their right to own slaves. This secession was a bold and controversial move that set the stage for a prolonged and devastating conflict. The Civil War was a clash of ideologies and a test of the Union's endurance. It pitted brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, in a struggle that would determine the future of the nation. The North, with its industrial might and larger population, fought to preserve the Union. Factories churned out weapons and supplies while railroads transported troops and materials to the front lines. The South, relying on its agricultural economy and skilled military leadership, fought fiercely to defend its way of life. Southern generals like Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson became legendary figures in the annals of military history. The war witnessed some of the bloodiest battles in American history, including Antietam, Gettysburg, and Vicksburg. These battles were marked by immense bravery and staggering casualties on both sides. President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 declared the freedom of slaves in Confederate territories, transforming the war into a fight for human freedom and equality. This bold move added a moral imperative to the Union's cause. After 4 years of devastating warfare, the Confederacy surrendered in 1865. The surrender at Appomattox Courthouse marked the end of the conflict and the beginning of a new chapter in American history. The Union was preserved, slavery was abolished, and the nation began the long and arduous process of Reconstruction. This period was fraught with challenges as the country sought to rebuild and integrate the southern states back into the Union. The Civil War remains a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the enduring legacy of slavery in American society. Its lessons continue to resonate, reminding us of the cost of division and the value of unity. Section 5, over there, World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914 plunged Europe into the chaos of World War I. This single event set off a chain reaction of alliances and conflicts that drew multiple nations into a brutal and prolonged war. Initially, the United States remained neutral, but a series of events, including Germany's unrestricted submarine warfare and the Zimmermann telegram, a secret diplomatic communication intercepted by the British that revealed a German plot to entice Mexico into an alliance against the United States, ultimately led to America's entry into the war in 1917. The sinking of civilian ships by German U-boats further fueled public outrage and shifted American sentiment towards joining the conflict. American involvement tipped the balance of power in favor of the Allies. The fresh influx of American troops and resources provided a much-needed boost to the weary Allied forces. With fresh troops and resources, the American Expeditionary Force, led by General John J. Pershing, played a crucial role in key battles such as the Meuse-Argonne offensive, which helped to break the stalemate on the Western Front. The relentless push by American forces was instrumental in weakening the German lines and hastening the end of the war. The war ended in 1918 with the defeat of the Central Powers. The signing of the armistice on November 11, 1918, marked the cessation of hostilities and brought relief to millions. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended the war but imposed harsh penalties on Germany, sowing the seeds of resentment that would contribute to the outbreak of World War II. The treaty's terms were seen as overly punitive and left Germany economically crippled and politically unstable. World War I had a profound impact on the United States, establishing it as a global power but also highlighting the devastating costs of modern warfare. The war brought about significant social and economic changes, influencing American society in ways that would be felt for decades to come. Section 6. A world-embattled World War II. The most destructive conflict in human history, World War II, erupted after Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. The United States, initially seeking to avoid another European war, provided aid to Great Britain and other allied nations. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, propelled the United States into the war. The nation mobilized on an unprecedented scale, its industries churning out war materials and its citizens rallying behind the war effort. From the beaches of Normandy to the islands of the Pacific, American forces fought with valor and determination. Key battles, including the D-Day invasion, the Battle of the Bulge, and the island-hopping campaign in the Pacific, marked turning points in the war. Section 7. The Price of Freedom. The world watched in horror as the war reached its devastating climax with the use of atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. The horrors of the Holocaust, the systematic genocide of Jews and other minorities perpetrated by the Nazi regime, shocked the world and revealed the depths of human depravity. World War II resulted in an estimated 40 to 85 million casualties, leaving behind a legacy of unimaginable destruction and suffering. While the war had a devastating cost in human life and resources, it also led to significant advancements in technology, medicine, and international cooperation. Section 8. The Enduring Legacy. The aftermath of World War II saw the emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, locked in a geopolitical rivalry known as the Cold War. The war also led to the formation of the United Nations, an international organization dedicated to maintaining peace and preventing future conflicts. The wars fought between 1754 and 1945 profoundly shaped the United States. From a collection of colonies struggling for independence, America emerged as a global superpower, its destiny forever intertwined with the course of world events. Section 9. Conclusion: a legacy of strength and resilience. America's journey through these wars is a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the enduring power of ideals like liberty, equality, and self-determination. These conflicts, while fraught with sacrifice and loss, ultimately forged a nation, tested its mettle, and shaped its character. As we reflect on these pivotal moments in history, we honor the sacrifices of those who served and remember the lessons learned. The story of America's wars is a reminder of the importance of diplomacy, the fragility of peace, and the enduring responsibility to strive for a more just and peaceful world.